This is how to run an influencer marketing campaign. And if you're not doing these things, you're going to be wasting so much money. So the first thing that you need to do is to define your goal. What do you want to achieve out of this campaign? So by knowing your influencer marketing goal, it means it's going to make it so much more easier to determine which type of influencers you need to work with. And remember, the point of an influencer marketing campaign is that you want to get access to this influencer's audience, and they're going to be able to sell your product or service to their engaged audience. So it's really important that you get this step right. So let me just explain with an example. Let's say that you owned a food outlet. Maybe this food outlet offers healthy, convenient food and you're located in shopping malls. You might want to partner with influencer mums so that you can increase the awareness of your brand with mums who might be looking for a healthy alternative. So can you see how when you define your goals for your influencer marketing campaign, it's going to make it a lot more easier to work out which type of influencers you need to work with for your business. So this brings me on to the next point, which is finding the right influencers for your business. And the best way to do this is using social media. So we needed to find travel influencers for a brand that we're working with. So what we did is that we went onto TikTok and we typed in travel, and there we could see lots of individuals that were posting all these amazing travel videos. So this is a really good starting point for you as well. So type in the search browser, the category or your industry, and you're going to see lots of different videos. You can do the exact same process across different social media platforms as well. Now, I'm going to give you a big pro tip. Don't get too caught up with the amount of followers. Yes, followers are important when you're working with an influencer, but you want to also be looking at other metrics as well. So make sure that when you do watch some of their videos, have a look at the comments. Are they getting a lot of comments? Is their community engaged? Because remember, the reason why you want to work with influencers is that you want to get access to their engaged community. So even though they might have a smaller following, they might have a really active community, and that is a gold mine for you. So a big mistake that businesses make when they are searching for influencers is that they select one or two. What you need to do is create a list. So what I find work really well is getting at least 10 influencers on your list. We use a project management platform called Monday. I mean, you could use Google Sheets as well, but I just found Monday is amazing. You can add all your influencers in there, and you can add notes as well as you're reaching out to them and seeing who replies and who doesn't reply. Not every influencer is going to reply to you. So it's really good to have a list so that you can track influencers, and maybe an influencer will reply to you 3 weeks later. So at least if you've got this record, you can keep everything in one spot, and it's going to make your life so much easier when you're running an influencer marketing campaign. So the next part of your influencer marketing campaign, and this one is a really important step, you need to send your offer. So you actually need to reach out to the influencer and see if they're interested with working with your business and promoting your product or service to their followers. So the best way to reach out to them, in my opinion, is via email. So you can usually find their email address on their social media profile, but if you can't find their email address, then the next best way would be to send them a message on social media. So you can send them a direct message. Now, this is where it gets really important. You need to make sure that you're very clear on what the paid collaboration includes, but also just keep your message really short. So you want to make sure that you grab their attention. I'm just going to share with you an influencer template that we use at our business. So you can see that here. It's very short. We introduce who we are, and then we also mention how much they will earn from this paid collaboration. All we want to know is if they're interested, yes or no. And by using this template, it's going to make it really easy just for you to start that conversation with the influencer. So if the influencer has replied and they're happy and they really want to work with you, then the next step would be that you would need to follow up with more additional details. So I recommend that you share with them your brand guidelines. So this is not a scary thing. This could just be a few sentences or a few dot points where you're sharing things about your brand. Maybe this is the correct spelling for your brand if they're going to add captions. Maybe it's certain things that you want to be called out about the brand. So if we take that example of that food outlet that I shared at the start of the video, if we were briefing out influencers, we would mention in the brand guidelines that this is healthy food, it's convenient, it's gluten-free, it's available at these places, and it's your job to let the influencers know key things about your business. So definitely add a few dot points explaining a little bit about your business and also any do's or don'ts. The next part is to ask the influencer if they've got an idea for the video that they want to create and post on their own social profile. The reason why I think it's really important to get the influencer to share what their idea is because it is going on their own profile. So you want to make sure that the influencer feels really comfortable with the type of content that they're going to be filming and posting to their followers. And also, it's actually just a win-win because it means that the video content is going to be a lot more authentic and would perform better for your business as well. Also, just let them know how the payment terms would work. So we pay content creators using PayPal. You might use PayPal as well, or maybe direct debit, but I would include that in the follow-up email. So once you have all those details in the follow-up email, send it across to the influencer. And really the next step is to get them to confirm and share their content ID with you. This is the exciting part. So once the influencer shares their top line content ID and you're happy with that, you're aligned, then let them know that they can go on to the next steps of creating that content for you. Now, what we usually like to do is that before the influencer posts on their social media profile, we actually ask to see the video before it's posted, just to make sure that there's no spelling mistakes, everything's on brand, and you can do exactly the same. I also request to see their captions and hashtags that they're using as well. Remember, this is a paid collaboration, so you just want to make sure that you as a business are really happy with the influencer's content and that this potentially could turn into a longer term partnership as well. So you want to make sure that the influencer is happy as well and that it's really good output on their end too. So once you've seen all those details, let the influencer know that you're happy with everything or if there needs to be any small changes, and then they can post on their social media profile. Now, this is a big part that a lot of businesses forget to do, so don't forget to do this. So 7 days after the influencer has posted their video, reach out to them and request to see their analytics so they can share a screenshot, which it's really easy to get on their social media profile, so that you can see the video views, the engagement, things like comments, likes, shares, and so forth. And this is a really important step. Just to understand how that influencer benefited your business, also to read any comments as well. That could be really good insight for your business. Let me know if you've got any questions. See you next time.